The air crackled with anticipation. Alex Carter, a young scientist at Neotech Industries, adjusted his safety goggles. Tonight was the culmination of years of research. Tonight, they were testing a revolutionary new energy source, harnessing the power of dark matter. The experiment hummed to life. Energy surged, bathing the lab in an eerie, otherworldly glow. Then, it happened. The containment field flickered, alarms blared. Alex watched in horror as the energy spiraled out of control. It exploded outward, engulfing him in a wave of pure darkness. Pain ripped through Alex. He cried out, collapsing to the floor. Darkness consumed him, pulling him under. He blacked out, the echo of the explosion fading into a ringing silence. When Alex awoke, the lab was in ruins. He was miraculously unharmed. Or so he thought. The shadows around him seemed different. They moved with a life of their own, twisting and swirling at the edge of his vision. A chill ran down his spine. He was different, something was very wrong. Days turned into weeks. Alex couldn't shake the feeling that something was amiss. The shadows continued to dance at the periphery of his vision. They whispered to him, beckoning him closer. One night, while walking home from the lab, Alex was attacked. 3 men dressed in black emerged from the shadows. They spoke in hushed tones, mentioning the explosion, calling him an anomaly. Fear surged through Alex. He fought back, his instincts taking over. To his surprise, his shadow moved. It lashed out, striking one of the attackers with impossible speed and force. The attacker crumpled to the ground, unconscious. Panic turned to awe as Alex realized the truth. The explosion had changed him. He could control the shadows. He fought back against the remaining attackers, his every thought becoming a weapon of darkness. He defeated them, leaving them unconscious in the alleyway. He disappeared into the night, his heart pounding in his chest. He had powers, but at what cost? Word of the failed experiment and Alex's survival reached the ears of a clandestine organization known as the Revenant Order. They had been secretly funding Neotech's research, seeking to weaponize dark matter. Alex, now a living conduit of shadow energy, became their primary target. They wanted to control him, to exploit his powers for their own sinister purposes. Alex went into hiding, desperately trying to understand his newfound abilities. He was aided by Damien Kane, a senior scientist at Neotech and Alex's only friend. Damien helped him escape capture, or so Alex thought. One night Damien revealed his true allegiance. He was a high-ranking member of the Revenant Order. He had been tasked with finding Alex and bringing him in. Betrayal cut deep as Damien attacked. Alex fought back, using his shadow powers to escape. He was alone, hunted by the very people he had once trusted. Section 4. Training with a Ghost. Marcus Vaughn's Guidance. On the run and with nowhere left to turn, Alex sought refuge in the city's underbelly. There, he encountered Marcus Vaughn, a former special operative who had been betrayed by the Revenant Order and left for dead.
Scarred and disillusioned, I lived a life shrouded in shadow, much like you, Alex. I see potential in you and I agree to train you.
He became Alex's mentor, teaching him to control his powers, to channel the shadows and to become a weapon against the darkness that threatened to consume him. Under Marcus's tutelage, Alex honed his abilities. He learned to solidify shadows, creating shields and weapons. He learned to teleport through darkness, moving with the speed of thought. He became Eclipse, a phantom of the night, a protector cloaked in shadows. But even as Alex grew stronger, a new threat emerged, casting a long shadow over everything he held dear. Oblivion was coming. Section 5. Oblivion's Shadow, a city under siege. Oblivion. A being of pure darkness, a cosmic entity drawn to the potent energy signature of Earth's latest experiment. He craved power, seeking to consume all light and plunge the world into eternal darkness.
The Revenant Order, blinded by their own ambition, saw me as the ultimate weapon, a force they believed they could control. They were wrong.
Oblivion arrived in a storm of dark energy, shrouding the city in an unnatural twilight. Buildings crumbled, shadows writhed, and panic gripped the city's inhabitants. Oblivion's power was overwhelming. He commanded an army of shadow creatures, monstrous beings born from the darkest recesses of human nightmares. The Revenant Order, realizing their folly, turned on Oblivion, but it was too late. Their weapons were useless. They were no match for the raw power of a god. This was a fight for the very soul of the world, and Alex, now known as Eclipse, was all that stood between humanity and Oblivion's insatiable hunger.